Computer programming is like any other creative endeavor, right? When you're writing a computer program, you're always writing a program that no one's written before. You're doing something new. If you weren't, you would just use whatever program already existed. What that means is that there's no one you can go to tell you how to write the program, right? If I'm working on a program, there are no answers in the back of the book. No one's already written the program. I need to figure out how to write the computer program on my own. And working with computer programmers, it's interesting to see the spectrum of how comfortable they are being in that position. There are some computer programmers who are terribly uncomfortable having to solve new problems. They want someone else to tell them what computer program to write. They're very good at writing it, but they need a really detailed set of instructions on what the program is supposed to do. And there are other computer programmers that you can give a half-baked idea to and send them off for 3 weeks, and they'll come back with a fully written computer program. You can say to them, please write me a computer program that looks at pictures and finds power lines in them. They'll have no idea how to do that, and they'll look at you and say, sure, I'll be back in 3 weeks. And then they'll go write it. Now, the first 5 computer programs they write to do that won't work at all, or will work terribly incorrectly, or will do bad things in unexpected ways. It's not a black mark against the computer programmer, right? That's what you expect. You expect the first version not to work well. So what they do is they iterate. They write a computer program. It does some of the things they want, but not all of them. They write another computer program. It works a little better. They modify that computer program. It works a little better. Until eventually they have a pretty good idea of how to solve the problem. But getting to that solution, they've created a trail of failures, of mistakes, of things that didn't work the way they thought they would. And that's to be expected. Whenever you're solving a new problem, whenever you're working creatively, you need to have that leeway to do things incorrectly, over and over again, until you hit on the right way to solve the problem. It turns out that mathematics is a creative endeavor just like writing a computer program, or designing a book, or writing an essay. Students need to have room to make mistakes. They need to have room to work down a path only to find out that it doesn't go anywhere. To solve an equation for y and then realize that they really wanted to solve it for z. And as teachers, we need to ensure that students aren't penalized for that sort of work. We need to encourage that sort of work so that when they go on to contribute to the conversation, right, there are no answers in the back of the book. When they go on to use math in their adult lives, right, there's no one to tell them whether or not they've done it correctly, right? No one knows the answer. Getting at the answer is a collaborative, iterative process, and we need to teach it that way. Doing otherwise is a disservice.